Today we're going over 5 things keeping you broke. Now, specifically I'm talking about millennials, Gen Z, Gen X. I've been thinking about why our generation can't buy homes, can't purchase the things we want to do. Now, part of that I think is due to the increase in home values compared to the increase in salary over the past 30 plus years. But I think a lot of the reason is because of the decisions that we're making on a day-to-day basis. So let's get into it. Reason number 1 why you're broke is an expensive car lease or an expensive car payment. The average car payment in America is around $500. Now, if you invest $500 over the course of 30 years, starting at the age of 25, you're going to have over $1 million at the end of it. That car that you're purchasing for $500 a month is costing you millionaire status at a later stage in your life. So what's the answer? What do? Well, you save up some money and you buy the cheapest car you can afford with cash. Easy, okay? So let's say you start saving up some money every month and you need to get a new car. You buy a $10,000 car, however long that takes you to get there. You purchase that car and then you invest that $500 over the course of the next 30 years that you would be putting towards a car payment, and you just save that instead of spending it. I see some crazy things out there. I have a lot of friends that are leasing cars for $600 plus a month, and I think it's such a crazy idea. You should not do it. Avoid it at all costs. It's costing you a really nice retirement. Subscription services. So I think in general, overconsumption is just a really good topic to talk about. It's in the very small things such as improving your life. I'll give you an example. I've been dog walking a lot recently, okay? I wanted to upgrade to a nicer fanny pack for when I dog walk, but I don't need it, okay? We make these small excuses across our entire life of small upgrades that we need, a little lifestyle adjustments, even in those minor, small things in life. And at the end of the day, overconsumption, continuing to consume, won't make us happy. That little hit of dopamine we're going to get from that next new item will only last so long, and it's not going to bring us happiness. Save that money. Don't buy the new dog fanny pack. Use the same one you're using. Put the money in your pocket. In terms of limiting subscription services, okay, I did this myself, and I have a lot of friends that have accounts with Fabletics, with a food, like Blue Apron that they don't even use. They have an account for their dog with BarkBox. They have all these subscription services that you think are only 10, 12, 13, 15 bucks a month, whatever they are. But added up across all the ones that you have, you should count them up, those add to a lot, and try to limit it to only the essentials. Maybe food and maybe the gym. Other than that, cut everything else out. A fun tip for this one is unsubscribe from mailing lists of your favorite clothing brands. For example, I was subscribed to Banana Republic, J. Crew, and I was seeing all their stuff in my inbox every day. And obviously they want you to see that because you're going to buy more. I unsubscribed from everything. Now I only purchase things that I absolutely need instead of going to my email and saying, oh, those pair of shorts look really nice, I'm going to buy those. So stop over consuming and stop spending a bunch of money on crazy, ludicrous subscriptions like a BarkBox for your dog at $50 a month. I don't know if that's the actual price, but don't do it. Step number 3, sticking to a budget. Look, I hate budgets, okay? I myself don't enjoy budgeting my money, okay? But the fact is that if you're not disciplined with money, you're never going to succeed with it. And I didn't realize this actually until recently. I thought, okay, if I just save as much as I want, then I will have a lot of money one day. You have to be super practical with every dollar, because if you're not, what I've experienced is my behavior kind of gets a little lenient. I'll say, okay, I can, I make good money. I've been saving a lot. I can afford that extra dinner. Here, a swipe here, get a round of drinks here. All that needs to be accounted for, because if you're just purchasing it and thinking that you're saving money by putting some aside every month, you're not taking practical steps to put every dollar somewhere. Nobody likes discipline, but discipline equals freedom, okay? That's what's going to get you to reach your goals financially and in every other aspect of your life. Number 4, expensive rent, okay? I know a lot of people that are paying crazy amounts of rent. Now, I totally understand it's justified. I get it, but if you're trying to save some money, maybe get a roommate, maybe live in a less nice area of town. For me, I've never spent more than $600 a month on rent. Now, I lived in some kind of seedy areas. I lived next to a Motel 6 when I lived in Orange County, and it was not super nice, but you know, we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. We got some stuff stolen once in a while, but that was definitely worth it for me rather than living down in Newport Beach paying, you know, 2-3 times the rent that I was paying. So on those big purchases, car insurance, car payments like I already talked about, rent, food, try to minimize these purchases as much as possible because they make a huge difference in the outcome of, you know, your savings at the end of the month. Number 5, okay, this is going to be a touchy one, but student loans, okay? I highly recommend, if you do not know what you want to do, go to community college. It's something I wish I did. I went straight into college at UCLA. Didn't do so well my first 2 quarters. Kind of wasted some money of my parents that they saved for a long time for me to just play around and not be serious about school. So if you don't know what you want to do, I highly recommend CC because you can save money, you can work, and you can potentially go to the college the rest of the 2 years when you transfer with school paid off, not having to be any debt. I know people that got out of school with $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 of debt, depending on what school they went to, and that already sets you back. I think the stat is that the average 30-year-old is still in debt from school loans. The average 30-year-old is only worth like $20,000. So do not make this mistake if you can avoid it at all costs. Now I get it, there's some professions like doctors, lawyers, you have to put up that upfront cost. I understand if you don't have the cash to do it. Try to do it in the most economical way possible. Get as many scholarships as you can. Work on that because this is a big one. It's becoming a really big issue in America and there's trying to figure out a bunch of ways to solve it. So avoid it at all costs. Do not take on student loan debt if you can prevent it. I know that's easier said than done, but work your butt off. Go to CC, transfer, get a job, do all those things so you can go to school and be debt-free when you get out and just start making money right away. All right, those are my top 5 tips for reasons why you are broke and the things that are keeping you broke. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making the content. As you can tell, I'm super passionate about educating people about certain simple financial principles, just living below your means and saving money. Obviously, I'm just some guy on the internet, so this is all entertainment purposes. But if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.